Alrighty, time is up on the cleaner. Let's get our bits and pieces out of there. And let's see. Ooh, that's hot. For now, need to get the carb itself, and the that's pretty warm, nice and warm. Oh yeah, perfectly cooked. Alrighty, that's back in there. Let's put a little thing back in there and put the lid on and move it up out of the way. Right, so now the very first thing we need to do is we need to make sure that we get all of that cleaning gunk off of this stuff. So I'm just going to give it a good squirt with some carb cleaner, and let's see if that's open. That's the main jet. Oh yeah, perfectly clean. Alrighty, just get all of the gunk off, because that gunk is pretty strong stuff. And alright, so I'm spraying in there, closing off the top, and I'm checking that all the little holes are spraying out, all the little apertures on this emulsion tube. That's looking good. And we have that little jet there. That's good. And the drain plug and the carburetor. So spray all of that off, put some carb cleaner down there, up the emulsion tube in there, down that passage, in there. The thing with this carb cleaner is you've got to be real careful, because if it hits you in the eye, it burns like shit, man. Don't ask me how I know that. Just saying for a friend. Alright. Make sure I'm getting all of that crap off the gunk. Alrighty. Alright, let me move you guys around. Alrighty, so we have the carburetor. Just look at that, just look how nice and clean that came out. Beautiful. A little bit of rust marks in there, but nothing we can do about that. So let's put the drain plug back in. Alright, well done, you fucking idiot. Get that little pin out. Back where it belongs, and then let's get the needle and seat back in, stick the pin in. Nope, missed the hole. But there's a joke in there somewhere. Alrighty, that's in. So now what I want to do is just test it this way around. If I blow, it blows fuel in, and that way it's not. So that means, whew, I'm sweating, man. Working without the fan going here is ugly. Alrighty, let's put the bowl back on. No, don't be an idiot. We got to drop the emulsion tube back in there first, and I'm just gonna push it in with that screwdriver. Yeah, that feels good. Main jet, I can actually see through it now. Let's screw that in all the way down. That's good. Now we can put that on and tighten it up. That gasket should still be good. Alrighty, and then we have that jet that goes in there, that just pops in, and then when we screw that in, the head of that holds the that other valve, jet, whatever it is, in. You can see my shirt. That's how hot it is. It's after 6 in the evening, and we're still well into the mid-30s inside this shed. So now I just want to adjust that in. That is the choke adjust, and there we go. That little gasket it'll be fine. Alright, let's put it back on. Alrighty, let's get the carburetor back on. I've got my little tray. It's a magnetic tray for the nuts there. So there's the carby. Now, this is the interesting part. That's the little lever for the choke. So that goes in there and around there, and then it hooks in there, but it doesn't go on. So we put that on like that, and then that slides in, and the carb goes on in its place. And then this jobby, which is the little thermostatic type thing that controls the choke, which is actually bolted down onto the exhaust manifold, or the exhaust thingy. We'll just call it the exhaust. That stays right there. So I'll just get that on in place real quick. While I was waiting for the carburetor to get cooked up in the ultrasonic cleaner, I went ahead. I took off the fuel tank and flushed that out. There was quite a bit of shit in there, and then I also gave the whole thing a bit of a clean. Maggie, you are bumping my tripod. Just connect up the spring and the throttle linkage, which goes back there, connected in there for the what do you call it? Oh my god, it's late, I'm tired. The governor. While we have it off, I'm going to put the fuel pipe on and just get that connected up really nicely. Get that clamp on. Let's get the air cleaner box on. That goes over like that, and then these two little nuts hold it all together. And that's how simple it is. Like I said, this carb is very straightforward. They are dead easy. And exactly the same with the last mower. I took the pull start off, and I took the spark plug out. I clamped up the clamp. I spun it with my drill. I had good spark on the spark plug, so I knew it was a fuel issue, and when we opened the carb up, we opened it up together and you saw what it was. So that's where we're at. Let's do a real quick and nasty just to check that everything is good. A little bit of fuel with the 2-stroke oil in, just to help lubricate everything up. Take that off. Now I'm going to put a clamp on the bar up top there. You see that moving? Right. And let's get the drill and give it a quick fire. Alrighty. I'm going to put some fuel in the tank. I'll be right back. Alright, I put about a half a litre of fuel in the tank. Yeah, I know there's no air cleaner on yet, but it's all nice and clean, so we're going to fire it up again and see. She should run now. Alright, that was not shutting it off. For some reason that earth is not making, so I just earthed it like that. I think it's a little bit of rust on there, and it'll probably come right with time, but I'll give it a clean up and we'll see how things go. But as we can see, that mower is now running absolutely perfectly. I revved it up, everything is great. I'm going to put everything back together. I'm just going to make sure that I can make absolutely sure that that is going to be grounding out when it when I need it to shut off, because if it doesn't, it's not a good thing. We've got to be able to shut the mower off immediately. So let's just make sure that that happens. Alrighty. Alright, so I cleaned that contact up in there a little bit nicely. Let's give it a try. And that is what we call a win. Alrighty. I do believe I have a spare cover and an air filter in my stash for there. I gave the thing a whole good nice clean up already with some degreaser, some Prepsol. I'm going to put the pull starter back on and the top cover, and I think this one is going to be ready to go. She's very nice and smooth. I might check the blade and just see if it needs sharpening, but I think this one's going to be real good. Alrighty, got that all filled up back up. Of course, one of the final checks is to see that those wheels actually start turning when it's running, so when I pull the lever. So I'm going to go back there, I'm going to start it, I'm going to pull the lever to engage the wheels, and let's see if they work. Absolutely awesome. So there we go, guys. Let me have a look at that. Alright, so now we have found on the side of the road a Toro guaranteed to start 6.75 foot-pounds gross torque. I guess they're calling it a 6.75 horsepower, I'm not too sure, but it's 149 cc at 2,800 RPM, self-propelled mower. Basically the only thing is clean out the carb and give it a wipe down, check it out. I flushed out the fuel tank, and the only thing I'm going to do for it is, and I think I'll have to have a look, but I'm going to do that tomorrow because now it's rum o'clock, is an air filter cover and an air cleaner for it, and she's good to go. This machine new is about $250 to $350. I'm not sure. I'll actually see if I can Google it up and add it in the notes on the video or something later when I edit it. But right now, second-hand value on this machine is probably going to be maybe $100. So for a couple of hours work, a little bit of goop of the gunk parts cleaner in my cleaner, using the ultrasonic a little bit, I now have a lawnmower that's in really good condition, worth about $100. But I know somebody that's in need that doesn't have a mower and doesn't have a lot of money to buy one, and so I will be donating it. All good. Alright guys, let's call it quits on this one. As I said, it's rum o'clock. You can see I'm absolutely drenched in sweat again, and it's almost dinner time, and I'm done for the day. Thanks for watching, really appreciate it. Bye bye.